200 years before Jesus, Lao Tzu wrote the I Ching in China. This was a book on wisdom. It's not the wisdom of the Jews that emanates out of our head. It's the wisdom of yin and yang, paradox that emanates out of our anus. The world around us is so different from the world within us, and yet we can change both our worlds when we understand the boundary between them. This paradox corresponds to the sodomy described in Torah as a sin. But God, in their infinite wisdom, gave us a world faith to explore this wisdom. A door that opens in both directions leads to two places, not one. Within our anus, there's a dirty, smelly world that's dark and off-putting. But when we evacuate the contents of our bowels, we recreate this stench around us. Gay men move through this ancient prohibition by exploring the mystery of pain and pleasure, rather than the pain and suffering some straight people exact on one another. These straights kill each other's children if they disagree with their ideas. We don't do that. We nurture life. Hundreds of years ago, rats made their way from China to Europe, where they devastated the populace with the Black Plague. 1/3 of Europe died from rodents that carried the bubonic plague. At the time, the Christians blamed the Jews for it, because the Jews died in far less number. This was because the Jews were instructed by Torah to clean their home once a year in preparation for Passover. Because Jewish homes didn't have as much food lying around as Christian homes, the rats preferred the Christian homes. Sanitation solved the problem. But today we see rat droppings in cities because the rats use them to retrace their steps to where they found food. They use their nose to follow their own stench as a way of surviving. Humans behave like rats figuratively. They produce their stinking thinking and bad habits because that gets them what they want. Lao Tzu leads us through the paradoxes of life given to humanity before God gave us love through Jesus. But people aren't interested in uniting the world's faiths to seek peace. And so you see people taking sides for or against Israel when the secret to Palestinian liberation lies within gay men and Taoists.